Welcome everybody, tip of the ears to you. Tony here, Lisa's here, and today we are going to talk about Universal. We're going to go over our ranking of Universal Studios of their rides, from least to best. We're just going to go over Universal Studios, and there's 10 rides that we have been on, so we're just going to rank them. This was a
conjoined decision as to the list we made.
Exactly, and we're going to go from the least to the best. Now, all the rides are great. So I will say all these rides, even though they're on our least to our best, even the ones that are like dead last, I would ride it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They're all really good. It's just, we'll tell you maybe reasons why. Yeah, it's all opinion, and we'll give our explanations as why we think they're kind of rated this way.
Number 10, last place.
Last place is going to be Transformers. This was more your pick.
The reason I put this as the last one, I enjoy Transformers, but for me it's not a very memorable ride. Like, out of all the rides in Universal and even Islands of Adventure, Transformers is the one that I don't really remember that much. I remember it, but it's not like, oh, I can't wait to go on it again.
Yeah. Number 9 is E.T. Now,
Tony loves that ride.
I love this ride. I really do, because it's a childhood ride for me.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. I've seen the movie when I was a kid. I rode the ride when I was a kid.
And I do enjoy that ride. It's, one, you get out of the heat.
Yeah.
It's just nice and relaxing, but again, I think because so much of the rides at Universal are thrill rides, E.T. isn't a thrill ride. So I think that's why it got bumped down lower on our list, because of all the other thrill rides we enjoy. Like, those are the ones that we always like race to get on.
Yeah.
And then we go to E.T. like, okay, we could use a break from walking. We need to relax.
But then again, when we went last time to Universal, when we went there in May this past year, I was upset because E.T. was closed down for refurbishment. I really wanted to ride E.T.
Yeah.
But
no, that's true.
I mean, I will always want to ride that ride. So that brings us to number 8, which we have as Simpsons. The Simpsons ride.
I enjoy that ride.
I do too.
I think it's pretty cool, but I just think I enjoy others more.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I think that's why it's number 8.
I think I like it. Now, Lisa doesn't know about it too much because you only been there twice.
Okay, so my first time at Universal Studios was on our honeymoon, because whenever my family went to Florida on vacation, it was strictly Disney World.
Yeah.
So
we did both in my family.
Your family did a lot more.
I mean, we did more Disney. I've been. We're not talking too much about Disney. Universal. I've been to Universal, I think, a total between my family and with her and I think maybe 7 or 8 times now.
And I've actually only been there twice. I love it down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as far as like all the older rides, like Jaws, Back to the Future,
but that's what I was gonna get
at. To ride those rides, so.
Because Simpsons, the land of Springfield, that's what it is. That is, Back to the Future was. I mean, so you'll see the DeLorean and everything like that. So even when you're standing in the Simpsons ride queue, you'll see a cartoon of Doc Brown talking. I like it too for the fact that it reminds me of just how Back to the Future ride was. You sat in the DeLorean. In this, you sit in a car in the Simpsons.
Yeah.
You still got the 3D. Back to the Future, I was chasing another DeLorean that Biff kind of stole. And this one, we're getting away from some. I forget. But we're on the roller coaster thing. So that takes us to number 7, which is
Men in Black Alien Attack.
I like that ride.
I think we enjoy that ride because the type of rides where like you're shooting at things and it's more of a game, like it becomes a competition between the two of us. The only thing though about Men in Black though is it's everyone in your car.
Yeah.
Like, you're not shooting for an individual score. All the scores, because there's 2 people on one side and 2 on the back, and it's your scores combined.
Yeah.
And then they rank it next to another car next to you or whatever. So that's the only thing with that one is it doesn't really become a competition between the two of us.
I think
But-
from what I remember, they still give you your individual
They
score.
do on your
But not-
right in front of you, but when you get to the
Yeah.
end,
They
it's
only go by
like
that.
a car total.
Yeah.
So, but I do enjoy that ride. I enjoy shooting aliens.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Absolutely. So next on our list is Hogwarts Express.
And since we're talking about Universal Studios, this will be the King's Cross Station.
Yes.
This one is ranked higher than E.T., even though it's not a thrill ride as well. I think it's because I'm a Harry Potter fan.
And I love Harry Potter as well.
Yeah, but I think also why it's still like in the middle of our list and not up towards the top is, again, it's not a thrill ride.
No.
However, my favorite part about
Is it- I was about to say, it's the queue.
Station queue is if you see like this glass wall mirror thing, and I think it's like to your left as you're walking through, and you might be questioning what it's there for, and if you don't look back at it, you're not gonna know why it's there. But if you look back at it as you're continuing to walk through the queue, you can actually see yourself walking through the brick wall, just like they did to get onto platform 9 3/4.
Yeah.
And the other thing too that people might not know if you haven't gone down is you can ride the Hogwarts Express from King's Cross Station to Hogsmeade, and then you can ride it back. The two trips are a little different.
Yes, they're different.
They're different in the scenery that they show in the windows, but I enjoy the Hogwarts Express.
I do
so-
too. It's a relaxing ride to get from one park to the other.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's cool. I like it. And it's always like a 10 or 15 minute wait. And number 5 on our list, which is Rip, Ride, and Rocket. I love that ride.
I do too.
I mean, you go straight up,
Yeah, it's a
like,
90-degree angle.
blinding sun in
And you
your
can't
eye.
have your sunglasses. Well, you can. You're just gonna lose them later on in the ride.
But you like need them at the beginning.
Yeah, because like
That sun is
if it's
always.
a sunny day, you are literally just going straight up, so it blinds your eyes a little bit.
All the
So
time.
I typically just try to close my eyes so I don't get blinded. But then it's like I feel like I'm missing part of the thrill because I want to see like when I reach the top and go straight down. Nice part about that coaster too is you get to pick music that you want to listen to,
Yeah.
and it's individual. So like
Yeah.
he can listen to one song and I'm listening to another. Except when it comes to me, I typically don't even hear the song I chose because I'm screaming. Scream the whole time.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I'm a bit of a screamer.
And you go right through the Ghostbusters building.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, which is awesome. I love how they kept that there and they just have the roller coaster go right through it.
Yeah.
That's good for me. I love it. Number 4 on our list is The Mummy.
We like that.
I like that. A lot of people don't.
Like complain about it?
Mummy in a lot of people's minds, I'm sure a lot of people watching too, you would have probably placed that towards the back.
We
and
enjoy that
I
ride.
really like it.
I like the queue.
The queue is great.
Queue's awesome.
Because you can always, there's always those hidden gems. Like if you touch certain things, it'll speak or it'll do like
Yeah.
this,
Well,
whatever.
Maybe too why I enjoy the Mummy a little bit is from when we were there on our honeymoon, and it had been so long since he had been there last, so you didn't really remember too much of the ride, and it gets to a point
Put
where
it this way: the gap was the last time I was there I was 15 years old, and on our honeymoon I was 30. So I had a gap between 15 and 30 since I've been to
15
Universal.
years.
Yeah.
So it gets to a part on that ride where the coaster stops, and I think someone's talking or whatever. On the ceiling, though, there are flames shooting. Of course, I noticed the flames, and he looks over at me and he goes, "Babe, is it just me or is it really hot in here?"
It was
And
really hot.
I started laughing, and he didn't quite understand why, so I told him to look up, and he goes, "Oh, I see why it's hot in here." Like,
It was really hot. She'll still make fun of me about
I
that.
do.
Even as
But-
years go on and more times we've gone, she'll still always bring
every
up that
time
moment.
we get up to that point in the coaster. Maybe that's why I enjoy it a little more, because I have a funny story behind it.
third place bronze winner is going to be Minion Mayhem.
He
love that.
loves Minions.
I love Minions.
When we went there on our honeymoon, That happened to be the very first ride we came upon.
Is the first
Well, yeah,
thing.
it pretty much is the first ride you walk upon. And I was like, it's over an hour wait. Like,
Don't care.
let's find it. He's like, no, we gotta go see the Minions. Well, I'm glad we actually got in line when we did, because that ride is one that as the day goes on,
It's
the line
really
just
long.
gets longer and longer. But I get that it's made for like kids, but I enjoy that
No.
ride. I think it's fun.
So it's usually our ritual thing. As soon as we get into Universal, that is the first ride we go on.
head right to
It's
Minion Mayhem.
Yeah, Despicable Minion Mayhem. That's always the first one right away.
They turn you into minions.
Number 2 is a fairly newer one,
And it replaced Twister.
and it replaced Twister. Race to New York, starring Jimmy Fallon.
And it's I find this one actually similar to the Minion Mayhem as far as
Yes.
like you're sitting in this coaster and it's more of a 3D thing. Like you're not really moving forward or backward, but your car is moving like side to side to make you feel like you're
Even past the whole ride, the
the
queue.
queue. It's not even like a line.
You're walking
So-
through a museum, it
Well,
looks
and
like.
pretty much when you want to go on that ride, to the right, they have like these ticket booths.
Yeah.
So you put in like how many guests are in your party, and it's almost like a fast pass. It prints off a slip with an hour time slot for you to come back and get on the ride. You're not in a line.
No.
Like you are, like Tony said, you're walking through
A museum.
a museum.
You're looking at all the greats, the past and where it came from,
Yeah.
and I think it's fantastic. And you
They
can play
have-
games.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have games that you can play while you're waiting, because you can't get on the ride till they call your colored card.
Yeah.
So they have so much inside for you to just entertain yourself. They have the ragtime gals.
Oh, I love the
He
ragtime
loves
girls.
it. They sing for you, they perform for you, and they're the ones that will actually announce the next colored card to go on the ride.
Yeah.
So then once you're on the ride, you're just racing through New York.
Absolutely.
You're following Jimmy is what you're doing.
Yeah, well, we're racing.
We're racing
We're
him.
racing Jimmy.
We're
And-
racing him.
And you can get all the smells like the pizza and everything
Yeah.
else right in New York,
You
Times
see
Square.
hashtag.
I love hashtag. I love that panda. So that's going to bring us to our numero uno.
My
Number 1.
favorite.
My favorite in Universal Studios.
Escape from Gringotts.
I love it.
Again, it's Harry Potter.
I love that.
I
So good.
love that ride. One, the queue is awesome because you're walking through the Gringotts Bank.
Yeah.
The goblins
So
are all there working. They'll give you-
Realistic looking.
yeah, and they give you dirty looks, so I
Yeah.
just give them dirty looks back.
They're great. Everything is
Yeah.
just. I
You
don't.
get your picture taken
Yeah, first.
before you get on the ride,
And then
and
you go up that elevator.
thingy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you go to your.
You get on
Tram
your
cart.
train cart so that you can go to your vault.
Yeah, it's
The coaster is awesome because it's not just a coaster, but then it also is,
great. It's split screen.
yeah, like you start the coaster and the coaster stops, and I'm like, I feel like we're leaning down, but we're not moving, and all of a sudden it looks like the screen splits open,
And then you go.
and then you go. And that's how it is throughout the whole ride. Like, it'll stop you and you're watching something, but it's awesome, like, how they make it, like, when Voldemort shows up and, like, they're casting spells, but it feels like it's hitting your cart, and then you spin around and you keep going, and
Yep.
I love that ride.
Oh, it's
I love
great.
Diagon Alley just in general, though. There's so much to do, but Gringotts is Diagon Alley, the only ride inside is Escape from Gringotts.
Yeah.
The rest is the shops, but
Oh, absolutely.
awesome ride. I love it. That is my favorite ride.
Yes, and that is mine as well. And those are our top 10, well, 10 least to best. So coming in at last place was Transformers. Then we had E.T., Simpsons, Men in Black, Hogwarts Express, Rip Ride Rocket, Mummy, Minion Mayhem, Fallon, and numero uno is Gringotts. So that's it for this edition. Part 2 will be out next week sometime for when we talk about Islands of Adventure.
Yep.
And we're going to rate them. That one's going to be a hard one, I
I
think.
think that one's going to be hard
That's
to
going to be
do.
very difficult for us to agree. We might have to do separate pages for that. But that's it, guys. Have a good one. Vlog.
Finito.